Hello YouTubers and welcome to another Doctor Who episode review. Today I am reviewing Planet of the Spiders, which is Jon Pertwee's final story. So I'll start off by saying that I really like this story. First time I've ever seen it. And I really enjoyed it. And I know this is pretty sad, but I like the opening titles for that season 11. Season 11. I just really enjoy the opening titles for that season. I really like it. Jon Pertwee, I might have said it before, but he is my second favourite Doctor out of all of them. Other than Tom Baker. And it's a very good story to send off the Doctor. It's a very good final story, and I know a lot of people at that time didn't have any idea that Jon Pertwee was leaving. Mark Gatiss, I think he said at one point that while he was watching that story, he didn't have any idea that it was his final story, and he says that he said that he really liked it. Can't remember where that was from. I'm not totally certain, but I think it was a Doctor Who Confidential. Sarah Jane, favourite companion, unless of course you include the Brigadier Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart. See my skill there? Because he is fabulous. I suppose he doesn't count as a companion because he'd never travelled with the Doctor. And I really like Sarah Jane. I've written here that I have always liked her as a companion until School Reunion, until the new series, when I started to think that it was a bit like they changed her character a bit too much. Not so much with School Reunion, but more with episodes like, episodes that she's repeatedly in all the time. Stolen Earth and Journey's End, The End of Time for about a minute. The spiders in the story are very good. I did wonder a couple of times how they made the spiders move. Most of the time they would be CSO, so colour separation overlay, which is basically green screen, but at that time the BBC wanted people to pronounce it, to call it CSO. So but this wasn't green screen, it was basically yellow screen, if that exists. A lot of this story kind of revolves around the Green Death, another very good story. And that concept is basically spoilers ahead if you're watching this and you don't want spoilers. There's basically this long crystal thing in the Green Death which the Doctor took from Metebelis 3, and he shines it in someone's eye, he shines it in someone's eye, and it basically, like, it doesn't rewrite their mind, but it takes the hypnotism out of their mind, if you like. Quite hard to explain, but basically the creatures that live on Metebelis 3 in the future, which are the spiders, the giant spiders, want this crystal back. So that's why the Green Death, or that's why Planet of the Spiders comes into the Green Death, if you know what I mean. And with Metebelis 3, in Series 7B, Hyde, the Doctor goes there, gets a Metebelis crystal. Except that's ruined because Matt Smith doesn't say Metebelis, he says Metebelis, which kind of spoils it, in my opinion. It's a bit nitpicky, but yeah. The police chase thing was pretty fun. Wasn't anything massive, but it was just a bit comedic at times. So yeah, basically the only reason the Doctor had to regenerate was because, I think it was because it was quite hard to pick up, but I think it was because the spiders were kind of breaking down all of the Doctor's cells, cell by cell, to kill him. And to stop this from happening, he had to regenerate. Unfortunately, in the regeneration scene, unfortunately, no one else is still alive from that scene. Obviously, the person who plays Brigadier Nicholas Courtney, he died a couple of years ago, as did Elizabeth Sladen. Jon Pertwee, I think he died in 1996, if I remember rightly, a few months before the TV movie with Paul McGann. And then that guy who boosts the Doctor's regeneration cycle, I can't remember what his name is, and I feel really guilty that I didn't do any research on that, but yeah. So yeah, obviously there wasn't much to say about this story. Overall I gave it an 8 out of 10, because it wasn't anything special, in my opinion. Obviously a lot of Pertwee fans would probably really enjoy the story, but I'm not all that fussed about it. So yeah, overall I give it an 8 out of 10. And next time I'm reviewing Patrick Troughton's first story, which is Power of the Daleks, which is a lost episode. I'm part way through watching that. I'm about halfway through part 2 at the moment. So yeah, I have done some lost stories before because I watched the photo novels. I have done them before with the 10th Planet, which I am going to re-review a few reviews after this, because my first review was kind of shit. So yeah, and I've also done the Celestial Toymaker. So yeah, thanks for watching this review, guys, and I'll see you next time.